I don't know whether to say I'm active or not, because I don't follow anyone on my social media platforms.
Really?
Yeah, like my Instagram is 0 and I've never followed. In fact, Naomi Campbell took my phone and followed her one time, and I unfollowed her again, but she still follows me. I mean, she's my friend, and
why do you choose not to follow anyone?
That's how I felt like before I got on there. I was never going to get on there, but when I was getting on there, I said, you know what, I'll come and feed people with what I think at when and whenever I think. If you want to take it, if you don't want to leave it, that's all. I just didn't want to follow anyone and to be able to respond to their posts and their questions and their comments, because I'm busy, and my time, it's one thing I don't play with. So all I wanted to is give to the world, but not to exchange with the world on social media.
Yeah,
that's the reason.
Because I think, okay, could that be the reason a lot of people feel like, he's not a people's person, he wouldn't follow you, he wouldn't even mind you when you see him out and you extend a hand or you try to get closer to him?
Oh no,
could that be the reason?
No, I'm very, very, very open. I love people, from disabled people to able people, rich people, poor people, small, big, fat, slim, all people I love. The thing is, people don't know me. People don't see me. They act like they do, but they don't. Because I wake up 5:30 or 6 in the morning, and I use an hour to praise and pray.
Really?
Then I use 30 minutes to run. That's how I build my energy. Then I go straight to work, and it's back to back to 8. So I don't have the time to be anywhere. If you ever see me somewhere, you have to appreciate that, because really, I'll come to you. You don't have to come to me. If you want to greet me, I'll greet you. I'll shake your hands, even if you're the devil. I have no fear. I have no worries. I just think that when you become a topic, people around you become the gossips, and you're never going to get them with one mouth. Everybody will be saying what they like and all of that. But I don't think I'm here to respond to people's folly. I think you don't need to rebuke also a foolish person if they decide to judge you before they even meet you. That, for me, it's like prejudgmental and non-settlement. It's people like that. I don't think they're too intelligent for me to associate with. I feel like I might have something for them later that could change them, by proving to them that however they try to see me, I could never be that person. In fact, they're looking at themselves, whatever they were thinking.
When you see someone, what's that one thing that you're attracted to and make you approach the person? Is it by their name, by their achievements? Oh, you are Andy Dosty. Hi, what's up? How you doing? I've heard a lot about you. You are this, you are that. Okay, my name is Nana Kwambili. Now let's talk.
No, I just think that it's their warmness. When people have screwed faces, they are angry, all of that, and I don't want to. I know you're angry. I don't want to be involved with your anger. But when you're in a good mood, and I'll smile back if you smile at me. If you wave, I'll wave back. It costs me nothing. It costs me 0% to congratulate people, to thank people, or to appreciate people. It's not a hard work to do, right, Andy? It's very simple. So I never get worried. I just think that a lot of people say things when they don't know me, but it's good. For me, I'm probably one of the best marketers that Ghana and Africa will ever find, but they don't know that about me. I know how to market myself very well. And I learned from one of the greatest marketers of all time in this world, Jesus Christ. He came to market God, and by the time he died and left, everyone believed in God. So he did the job perfectly. And I learned from him. He created his 12 disciples. There is 12 months. There is 12 of everything. Okay? And he kind of didn't have the money. But with the marketing strategy, he put the 12 pillars in the right places, the 12 stories in the right places, the 12 o'clock, the age, the time, the belief, the miracles, the knowledge, and the words. He kind of combined it together. I think that's what I concentrate on doing, making sure that whatever you say about me, you're not going to get enough of me. You will keep hearing. And it's been going on since I was probably 11 years old. They're still talking. I remember when I was 16 and I invented Cheddar, meaning money. I came to Ghana, and when I was 24, it was going. 28, it was going. When I hit 30, I changed everything. I said, I'm going to be Freedom Jacob Caesar now. I started building. By the time I was 40 years old, almost everybody wanted to know, who is this Prince of Africa, Freedom Jacob Caesar? It's just about letting the people talk. because if they don't, that means you don't exist.
Right. You are not on social media yet. There seem to be some scandals that came around you. How do you manage those? For example, the animals or the zoo effect. Recently, there was something that came up, which we all saw that it was fake. I think you came out to refute that.
Yeah.
There was an AI generated story. I saw that on social media. I felt disgusted anyway when I saw it. How do you manage all of these scandals when they are thrown at you?
Well, it's not crime to own tigers, but it's also...
Well, where are they anyway?
They're in the zoo now. It's also beyond achievement to own tigers. You see, the story of my tigers is Kunta and Kinte. If Ghanaians could take their time and really study what this young man is doing, I am sending them a great message. They should stop looking at the messenger. They should concentrate on the message. Kunta and Kinte were two tigers who were supposed to belong to the forest, but I took them from Dubai and South Africa and brought them into Africa, a place where the Asian man said that tigers will never survive. In East Africa, in West Africa, and North Africa, they only allow the appendix of the Forestry Commission, that is only South Africa that has full climatic control of weather, would have tigers. So I asked myself the question, this Chinese man, how dare you? You don't have any gold in China, but my gold survives in China. It doesn't run back to Africa, but you are telling me that your tigers will not survive in Africa. So I brought the two of them, that I have kidnapped them from the forest and told them the story of the black people, Kunta Kinte, how you took our people to America and other places and they multiplied. Today we have Jamaica and everything. So that's the same thing. I have created tigers that live with the human domestically. They can hear, they listen, they sit, they eat, they even play football.
Those tigers?
Yes, and they're going to breed. And I'm going to prove to the world that no, you're wrong. That's one. Two, I knew that would open the tourism sector of this country, and we will become the first country in West Africa, East Africa, and North Africa that have breeded tigers and own tigers. Thirdly, I wanted to build a zoo as part of my portfolio. See, I've built a museum, I've built in commercial, residential, industrial. Now I was on my national project, and I knew at the same time Kunta and Kinte was going to give me that uprising spirit, to go into building a zoo. And all of these things are being fulfilled. So there were the radio, there were the presenters, the media, everybody was talking, they can talk whatever whatsoever. What I do is I have a total concentration, Andy. It's the perfect method. I'm just doing exactly what I envision. I know that Ghana is going to benefit from that later. I know that we will be proud someday that yes, if you're talking about tigers being breeded in Africa, it's one of the places that they will point. And I know that this will lead us to expand our safari parks and have one of the biggest parks in the country, to understand the value of animals and even human beings. Because as a country, I don't even think we have value for the humans, let alone come down. Of course, if we did, I don't think we would be having a crash economy with 86% people jobless, without any taxes, welfare prepared for disabled, for the country, for the nation. I don't think people will come from outside and become extremely successful and go out, and the inside people will become extremely stressful. And then the stress is what is stressing our economy, because when your people stress, your economy stress. When your people are happy, your economy booms. So that's the value that we haven't given to our people. I just want to know if we can point 5 people in this country that we can say through our governance, since we were talking about governance, or that they have created as millionaires or billionaires. You can't point them. They're all going to be people who are hiding because they signed a contract with the government to do some road and they didn't do it properly, but they've made millions. But you see, in America, they can simply point at Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, billionaires, on and on and on. So that is the foundation and the support of the economy. If you take these people out of the country, half of the country can fall. Because a lot of people are depending on Facebook, Instagram, this software, this, that, banking software. They are all the people who are from the country. They're not from outside. There's nobody who's from Ghana that is doing something big for the national state of America that controls their internal affairs and their national system. Even if there is one, they will nationalize that person. You will not see him again. They will make him American. So if the value is indoctrinated into people and instilled into people, then the returns of that value becomes part of the national wealth, contribution, the support, and a skill set that is transcended onto the ones who are following.
So when they were taking the animals from you,
nobody took any animals from me. They can't take any animals from me. You saw the headlines. Freedom Jacob Caesar gets the approval to keep 2 tigers at home. That's what happened. And it came from the appendix. They tried to. They didn't even have the facility. I had the facility. I built it behind my house. And I knew the stories of the tigers. I was ready. And then I want to just say thank you for the Forestry Commission for, after whatever months and years of trying to get land to build a zoo that the nation will benefit from. Eventually, they had to give me after all this fight. Because if not, I would have kept the tigers. And maybe one day they would have had to get on the street. But thank God we built the zoo. It took us 9 months. We built a world-class zoo.
So are they in your possession now?
It's always been in my possession. The tigers are my animals, and I've been feeding them. I fed them with 1 cow every 3 days. The 2 of them.
You feed them with a cow?
Yeah, it's very expensive to keep them. If not, they would eat you. Yeah, you have to feed them. You have to let them, because you are flesh. If you're not giving them any flesh and you're standing in front of them, yeah, they have to use you as a substitute. So and it's right. I read in some part of the Bible that the king is blessed for even taking care of his animals. Okay, and the animals happen to be in my hand. For me, I see the value of the animals even more than one of them. The value is more than maybe number one has a whole building that is worth millions, because I can never measure life with materials. Okay, everything in this world has come out of people's existence. So the value of people being alive and living things, being respected and being alive, is more important to me than a material that has been, fabricated, formulated, or somehow built.
I like what you just said. What is your biggest fear?
God. I have no fear, but when it comes to God, I'm scared. I'm scared of wronging him. I'm scared